Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is not financial advice. I just think about y'all miss baby because it's about to get hot in the kitchen. Now, I hope my audio ain't echoing too bad, but if it is, bear with me. I'm in a new spot right now, so we're gonna have to just make it do what it do. Let me make sure that I notify everybody first. If you rolling in, let me know in the comments that you in the building. I want to notify everybody like I always do, so that we always and all the way in here. Family though, I gotta tell you, listen to me and listen to me close. We are experiencing, and I know you heard this time and time again, but I'm gonna show you something that's gonna be like, what the? Listen, it's a family show, right? Listen, it's a family show, but I gotta just keep it real. Look, get your kids, put your finger in their ears like this. You're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? What I'm telling you, you experiencing the greatest wealth transfer the world has ever seen. You heard that before, right? But I want you to understand this. We think that generally it's the rich and we're gonna get the money out of them, and that's gonna be the greatest wealth transfer. And yeah, there is a lot of that. Nah, this time it's going the other way again, where the rich is gonna be taking back the little bit of pennies that the people who are poor have. So now, I see the laughing coming in the building, but you laughing now. Watch what I show you, family. You ever heard of Robinhood? Yeah, there's the Robinhood stock, right? That's not what I'm talking about. Let me just look that up. That's not exactly what I'm talking about right now. But since we here, yo, family, if you're doing anything else, stop that and pay attention to this. Let's look at Robinhood stock for a quick second. You can see that it's $9. Yeah, yeah. When you hear about Robinhood, this is what you're hearing about, right? The company. But that thing that I said, yo, you gonna say, yo, what the fuck? Like, that's this. You ready? It sounds crazy. It sounds real crazy. But family, the dang Illuminati powers that be elite family, they having a conference, all of them together, and that's gonna be, again, they're gonna tell each other how to steal money out of your pocket, allegedly, supposedly, hypothetically. But watch this. Tell the truth in the comments if you heard this or not. There's something called Robinhood. It's not the app. Pay attention very closely here. It's not the app. It's called robinhood.org, and they're having something. When it's called the Robinhood Heroes, right? They think that they taken from the rich and given to the poor, right? When you go and check out what Robinhood Heroes is, you look to the right and you'll see that, wait, there's an investment conference in part with JP Morgan that you didn't hear about. You didn't hear about this. When we click on it and open it up, it's a 2-day event. Where is it? It's in New York. It's on October 24th and 25th, 2023. Spring Studios, New York. Again, don't go there and do nothing crazy now. Let's be clear. We are a peaceful organization, but I just want you to know what's going on. They said, hey, join us to hear experts in investing, right? Let me tell you something. They are not playing around when they talk about experts in investing. I'm gonna show you the lineup in tech and AI, right? And policy. They want to share their insights on the rapidly changing world. 100% of the ticket sales are going to fighting poverty. This is what they're telling you, right? Let me tell you something. None of these people here need $1 from you, but they're going to take it. And they're going to tell you they're using it for poverty. Meanwhile, 90% of that profit or whatever goes to people's salaries, but that's not even the whole point. Check this out. Look at the lineup of this. I'm going to start off with one of the biggest dogs in the game. Yo, family, it's robinhood.org. This is how you find it yourself. Robinhood.org, and it's the JP Morgan conference, right? As soon as you get to the main page, it's the JP Morgan conference. Family, let me tell you something. This is if I ever seen the Illuminati conference, I'm just using that as hyperbole here, but I just want y'all to understand what I'm talking about. Family, they got the big dogs at JP Morgan going there, the big dogs at all of the institutions. If you ever heard me say, man, what is the big dogs doing? Family, they all going to this conference, every single one of them. Every single one of them. Whenever you look at any institutional name, they sending one person here at least. At least one person here. Blackstone. Family, it's really crazy. There's, let me see. I think listen, Joseph Griffin from a Marathon Fund, Long Pond Capital, Jeffries, family, everybody. 776 Open AI. These are the people from Chat GPT going there, family. I'm telling you, every freaking look. Ken Griffin from Citadel. Ken Griffin is from Citadel is going there. Who is Ken Griffin? Let me show you real quick. Ken Griffin, right? He has 32, 34 billion dollars on paper. He probably got way more money than that when you really look at it. He made the most money of basically any hedge fund ever in 2022 when the market was coming down. He bought back in even 2019 or so. Look at this. Ken Griffin buys New York penthouse for 238 million, the most expensive U.S. home ever sold. And then recently he beat that. Family, the whole listen. I'm using hyperbole here, but the Illuminati. This is the conference. Point 72. Family, every freaking body is going to this. Everybody is going to this. But guess who ain't going to this? You. Guess why? You didn't hear about it. Because this is outside of your pay grade. This is outside of my pay grade. I almost want to shut the live down knowing this. I'm surprised this is online, to be honest. But this is the one they telling you about. I could imagine the one they ain't telling you about. But they barely telling you about it. You understand what I'm saying? And it's insane. And what are they gonna do? These are some of the richest people in the world. And if they're not the richest on paper, they run in the biggest companies in the world. And what are they gonna do? They're gonna go there, talk with each other, and let's keep it real. A lot of y'all never been to these conferences, right? A lot of y'all never been to these conferences. You gotta make sure, and not just these conferences. I'm talking about conferences at all. If you ever been to any kind of a conference, let me know in the chat. And I'm saying that to say this: when you go to a conference, you go to the chats, you go to the what I'm saying, you go to the presentations, but what you really doing is you bumping into people you need to bump into in the hall. That's really how it go. So when you think, oh man, the Ken Griffin or whoever from JP Morgan, Mary, they were talking, Untitled Investments, they were talking, they did a chat. No, no, no. They bumping into each other in the halls. They going out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? This is like the Super Bowl for the freaking elites. And I'm telling you, I see a lot of y'all say y'all have been. So you know what time it is. You go to the chat, you go to the presentation, but then you bumping into people in the hall. And then that's really, really, really where some of the biggest deals are made under the table, really, because it's not in front of everybody. Because it's not very often that you're going to have people who are in such high stature and such high places actually all in the same spot, except for at certain conferences. So then, family, don't be surprised when something big comes of this. You won't know it's directly from this, but all of them getting together, family, they're not getting together to fight poverty. They're not getting together to fight poverty. That's cap. I wish I had my stop the cap button. That's cap. They say they sending all of the tickets, 100% of the ticket sales is going to fighting poverty. They don't care about what they're gonna make $1 billion that day. Psh, what's that to them? They don't care nothing about that. Poverty, y'all can have it. You know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna put it towards. We ain't even gonna get into all of that. But you know what time it is. Now, I want to ask you a question. Yep, I'm seeing y'all saying, yeah, you've been to all kind of these conferences, so you know what time it is. Did y'all know that this was happening? Did you know that this conference was happening with basically 90% of the elite? That's insane. That's insane. So I could only imagine that I don't even gotta imagine. Like I told you, the greatest transfer of wealth, family, they're gonna be transferring that wealth from you to them. And you thinking to yourself, man, we don't have wealth, right? We don't have wealth. How they gonna steal wealth from us? Collectively, we have wealth. Collectively, we have wealth. So all of us in here right now, there's 400 people in here right now. Peep this. If all 400 of us had $1,000 and they could just take it from each of us, boom, that's wealth right there. You see what I'm saying? All 4,000 or 400 of us got $3,000 and they could just take that from you. Then that's wealth right there. But it's not just 400 people. That's just 400 of us. Imagine that there's 100 million of us, 200 million of us, and then it's just a little 1% at the top, and they could just take some money from all of us. That's how they really, really getting down and really getting big. It's crazy out here, family. Yep. You said no knowledge of this conference. I'm telling you, they don't want you to know. This the New World Order conference. Yo, come on, man. Come on, man. And the crazy thing is, when you see stuff like this or you say stuff like this, people think, oh man, yo, you bugging, man. I don't really think it's going on like that. I don't really think that's going down. You think people who are buying the most expensive penthouse and home in the world are going to conferences so they could so they could stop poverty. If you want to stop poverty, right? Let's keep it real, right? Let's just stick to the facts. If you wanted to fight poverty, then why didn't you just put $200 million towards poverty and only buy a little, modest $38 billion house or million, right? Buy a $38 million penthouse, right? And then put the other 200 towards fighting poverty. If it's that, get a modest home, nothing crazy, just this 38 million, not 238 million. If it was really about, but again, I can't tell people what to do with their own money. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm just. I don't even know what to say, family. I'm just so shocked when I seen this. I just stumbled upon this. I always try to tell y'all I'm gonna keep it real with you up front because again, they say this. A lot of the people at the bottom, what they doing is they beefing with each other. You know what I'm saying? They are battling each other. People at the top are collaborating. You understand what I'm saying? The people at the top are collaborating. This is why you'll see me like say, you know what? I'm gonna put some time and I'm a build my relationship with Larry Jones. I'm put my time in, build my relationship with Stocks with Josh. I'm gonna build my relationship with Stock Mo. I'm gonna freaking build my relationship with Chris Sain. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we make more money collaborating. We do better collaborating. We teach better when we collaborate. We work better when we collaborate than if we trying to battle each other. Because again, this Illuminati conference that's going on, this elite conference, they ain't battling each other. You thought the Bank of America and Chase was beefing with each other? You thought CNN and NBC and Fox News, you thought they was beefing with each other? You thought Jeffries and Blackstone was beefing with each other? No, they not. No, they not. They all making money together. You thought Open AI, right, from ChatGPT, who gonna be there? You thought they were beefing with Microsoft or they was beefing with Google and Bard? No, they're not. They're not. All of that is lies. All of that is cap. They working together, every single one of them. But I say all of that to say, family, if you don't make it happen for yourself, it ain't gonna happen. Because again, I'm telling you straight up and down, you gotta protect your wealth. You gotta protect your wealth. And how do you do that? You gotta learn. You gotta put in the time to educate yourself. It's so important. How do you do that? You get yourself surrounded by people who are trying to move forward, people who want to win, people who consistently say, yo, listen, I know you failed in the past, but you got to get back up. You fell off the horse. It's time to get your ass up and get back on that horse. Yeah, but this my 10th time. I don't care. Get on it the 11th time. It's time to roll. It's time to rock. It's time to win. So now that the markets are open, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the SPY, ticker symbol SPY, and we're going to see what time it is, family. Let's see it. So now, check it out. We got this. My dog said crabs and barrel. That's right. That's right. Look at this. We got the SPY coming down a little bit. It looks like we are about to be in the oversold territory. You can see it. Let me see. Right here, right? It's like blue. And it says 33 on my screen right here. That's the RSI, right? Up top, you can't see the name, but this is ticker symbol SPY. This is the SPY. You can see it a little bit over here. S&P 500 Trust. My dog said, don't listen. Listen, family. My dog said he gonna bum rush that conference. Listen, don't. I'm sure that they got snipers on the roof, family. Snipers on the roof. So watch out. So all right. My dog said he already prayed. Yo, I appreciate you for that, family. Keep me prayed up. Keep me prayed up. Cause it's real crazy out here. We ain't supposed to know about some of the stuff we know about. Somebody said it's a $7,500 ticket to that thing. Yo, dang, hold up. Don't go bum rush it though. Let's keep it real. Right? You don't want to get in trouble now. Let's just check real quick. Purchase your ticket. Oh my goodness, you ain't lying. Family, look. It's hard to see, but it's down here. This is $7,500 a ticket. You can't listen. You can't get in here without your contribution. Dang, it's tax deductible. It's right here in the fine print. Your contribution is tax deductible, other than $850. Right? Don't worry about the $850, but the rest of it is tax deductible. So family, you ain't supposed to be in places like this. It is what it is. But let's get back to the charts. Because again, the elites, they about to meet up. They about to save the world, right? They about to save the world. Woo! Yeah. Stop poverty. Stop poverty. How long they been trying to stop poverty? Look at your cousin Ray Ray. He's still poor. He waiting for them to stop poverty. Ray Ray waiting for them. Ray Ray ain't never gonna win waiting for them. He been waiting for the government. Ray Ray been waiting for them to say, yo, we about to start making things fair. Listen, family, you gotta do it for Ray Ray, man. Do it for Ray Ray. It's crazy. I'm telling you. Yep. That's a lot of bread for that. You said they on the lies. You know how they do. You know how they do. But let's get into it, family. I just want y'all to know really that when you and Ray Ray out here waiting for somebody to come and save you, it just really ain't gonna happen. All of the millionaires I know, and let me tell you too about some crabs in the bucket thing. I'm gonna put the gamble zone up, right? So y'all can just see what time it is. But I want y'all to hear me on this while I'm doing this. If you don't know how to do the gamble zone, you already in the Discord. So go and take the class so that you could see what's going on with that, right? All right, so boom. I'm throwing the gamble zone up according to yesterday's charts. But yo, listen, every millionaire I know, he said the wealth I'm building is it's going to Ray Ray. Yo, keep a line and listen. Ray Ray will blow through your money. So maybe you want to help him, but maybe you got to teach him. Teach him. So, all right, catch me on this. You said we did it, Ray Ray. Shout out to Ray Ray. Yo, for real, man. Come on, man. Ray Ray, we rooting for you, big dog. They said leave Ray Ray out of it. They don't know the 5 P's yet. Yo, listen, don't say his name too loud. You know how cousin Ray Ray do. You if you start talking about him too loud, he gonna appear. Y'all remember what was it? Candyman? You remember Candyman? If you don't, the thing was you say his name like 3 times in the mirror, and he turn up behind you. Am I on the 5 minute? I'm on the 30 minute. I'm going to the 5 right now. I'm on the 5 right now. You say Ray Ray. Hey Ray Ray, go. Boom. He ain't, you don't gotta say his name 3 times. You say his name 2 times, and then Ray Ray gonna be at your door. Yo, cuz, you got some money, man. I heard you doing this investing thing. I heard you doing this investing thing, man. I'm waiting for my check. What check, Ray Ray? You know the government said they got me. I heard there was this conference in New York, and they put money out towards the people, man. They trying to help. Ray Ray, I don't think that's what you think it is. Oh, here you go. Here you go. You know everything, huh? All right, Ray Ray. All right. He said, Ray Ray said, put some respect on it. Yo, for real, family, listen. We gotta protect Ray Ray. Like I know it's funny, but they're being taken advantage of, man. He said, Ray Ray blowing up my phone. Yo, come on now. We ain't got time for it. We ain't got time for it. Ray Ray, we told you. Start saving in your high yield savings account. There's basically no risk. We know you don't got the 250,000 to hit the limit for the FDIC insurance. So don't worry about your little $10 in the bank, Ray Ray. Come on. I don't trust the banks, man. You could trust the banks, bro. You don't got 250K. If the bank shut down, you're good. Come on, Ray Ray. Stop playing with us. You don't trust the bank because you done ruined your credit. And now you don't trust them. No, they don't trust you, Ray Ray. They don't trust you. And now you have an issue. And now it's my issue. Ray Ray said, put some respect on the elites. Ray Ray, if they wanted you to go to the conference, they would have made the tickets 75, not even $75. It's 7,500. My dog said he done gave Ray Ray $40 this weekend. Bro, you ain't never gonna see that 40 again. No. Listen, when Ray Ray get his income tax check, that's when you gonna see that 40. That's when you gonna see that 40, baby. Nah, you ain't. You gonna see Ray Ray in there spending your money. You gonna be like, yo, Ray Ray done got himself a new car. Man, I ain't get my $40 back yet. You say Ray Ray took the chart by heart? Yeah, listen, let me tell you about Ray Ray, man. Ray Ray, Ray Ray freaking is diamond handing Pepe coin right now. They say, yo, Ray Ray, Pepe is a pumping. Ray Ray still trying to get his money out of FTX. My dog said my throat ain't ready to laugh some more. Yo, family, we chilling in the gamble zone right now, right? Y'all know what time it is. I've been drawing it while I've been joking around with y'all. So we laugh, but we get busy at the same time. So I say all of that about Ray Ray to say, like, it's funny, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like, we laugh at these things, but these are real people in our real lives. And oh, come on, yo, Ray Ray sleeping in your living room. Tell Ray Ray to get a job. Get a job. Like, Ray Ray, it's time to get a job. It's time to get a job, Ray Ray. The elite at the Illuminati party, they not coming to save you. They buying $200 million penthouses. And then they telling you that $7,500 from their ticket that they bought, that's tax deductible. Y'all realize they try to sneak that in there? Look at this. Look at this. Y'all realize they try to sneak that in there? They say, yo, the tickets are 7,500, right? And then down here, you can't see it. You can't see it, right? Let me try to zoom in, maybe. You can't see it too well. Hold up, I'm zooming in. Hold up. I'm trying to zoom in so you can see. Let's see if it'll work. No, maybe not. There we go. It's still a little hard to see, but you zoom in just enough. Yo, Condoleezza Rice. Yo, family, I'm telling you, family, the elites is pulling up to this. This is allegedly the Illuminati get together. Look, tax deductible. They ain't doing this for y'all, family. It's insane. It's insane. They ain't doing it for Ray Ray either. But let's get back to the task at hand. I just had to put that on your radar. Now, if you think I'm really having a good time today, I am, because I'm just honestly, I'm not shocked, but it's just crazy the things that just be going on in this world, and you will never know. You will be in the dark. You will be in the whole dark. My dog said, yo, I ain't never knew I had so many people who got a Ray Ray in the family. Yo, family, we all do. Everybody. If you got Ray Ray in your family or in your life at all, put a one in the chat. Ray Ray is so and so who could do better, but ain't doing better. Right? Mostly due to choices, a lot to do with, history, trauma, and things like that. But it's just somebody who could be doing better. But they kind of just blaming the system, if not waiting on the system and believing it that it's gonna work. Meanwhile, we all know what time it is. That ain't how it worked. That just ain't how the world worked. One thing that I was saying, and again, we just waiting while it's chilling in the gamble zone, is this. Think about this. Y'all ever noticed? You ever seen like those ancient time kind of pictures, like when you was in school, and they had peasants, right? I think I might have even said this to you before. They had peasants, and family, this is from thousands of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at, let me just show you this real quick. When you go and you look at people back in time, right? Like they had people who were peasants and then people who were kings and so on and so forth. And then you thinking to yourself, yeah, the peasants were the people who were poor. You know what I'm saying? They were working, but they were poor. Guess what? Now you're seeing poor people today, and it's thousands of years later, but people were billionaires and trillionaires and gazillionaires back then, running whole countries. They wanted to do what? Get money off of the poor. The exact opposite of Robinhood. Let's think about what it means, like realistically, to be an elite back in the day. That means that you don't got to go and till the land. You don't got to go shave no sheep or make no milk or plant no wheat or corn or nothing. You don't got to do any of that. What you got to do is just come and collect your money, because you get 90%, if not 99% of what everybody else is doing, and they all contributing to you who is stealing from them. You understand what I'm saying? It's real crazy out here. It's real crazy out here. Hold up. Let's talk about Raven. Raven, shout out to your dad. He just got a name that's just a funny sound. My dog said Big Ray Ray is Big Mookie. My oh, not Big Mookie. That's even worse than Ray. Yo, come on, man. That's crazy. But yo, respect to all of the good guys named Ray. Respect to all the hardworking people named Ray Ray. I'm sure you could find some bum named Keenan somewhere. But you gotta be strong. And the reason that we gotta, my dog said we in the, no, I'm in the, I made the gamble zone using the 30, Fred, but I did put it back to the 5 because it just, the lines stick. So I'm just chilling right here right now. We a little flat. We fell in the pre-market, but now we're flat. But yeah, I see y'all saying, yo, hold up, I got a good Ray Ray. Don't get too attached to the name now, because I might start using your name. I might start using your name. You might start hearing jokes about. You might start hearing jokes about. Let me hold up. I'm coming at you in the chat now about Damien. I might start making Damien jokes. I might start making my dog Fred jokes. I might start making Alana jokes. I might start making Mo jokes, Sham jokes, Raven jokes. But we just using the names, family. You know, that's how I do. I might use my dog Tony. Michelle, listen, never that. Michelle, come on now. I ain't gonna play with you. Come on now. Nah, I see you in the chat. I might start using your name. Yo, all right, Keenan Grace, is this the puts? So, family, as I currently see it right now, I don't see any plays. We literally chilling in the direct middle of the gamble zone. My dog said, I got you. You got me crying this morning. Yo, family, come on now. Yo, that's a good one. Day Day. Day Day, Ray Ray, all these dudes, man. Some of the females too. Let's not get it twisted now. Yep. Oh, yep. Lisa, everybody. Everybody. Danny, come on now. Said, not Damien. Yo. He said every time Ray make you think of a scary movie. Billy Bob. Oh man. Oh man. LaQuisha. Y'all killing me today. But hey, I say all of that to say, like, Junebug. All right now. All right now. Tasha. No. Oh, come on. Pookie. Karen. Not Karen. Come on now. You gonna get the live taken down talking like that, bro. David. Boo 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 Bobo. Come on. Tyrone. Not Riri. So, family, I say all of that again to say it's a whole lot going on, right? They telling you that they trying to do this for the poverty and everything like that, save people who are in poverty. Meanwhile, Microsoft, LinkedIn, you know what's funny? Peep this. Did you even know that Microsoft was even related to LinkedIn? Microsoft's LinkedIn cuts nearly 700 jobs. At the same time, I promise you, there's people from Microsoft, if we look hard enough at that elite conference, I promise you they're there. And I promise you that they're in there. If we look, I'm not going to spend too much time looking, right? You see all of the pictures of a lot of people, but I promise you they're in there, right? Just with Ken Griffin and everybody else, right? Bruh, from Braidwell, Stone Court Capital, look, Meta, Facebook, right? You see everybody in here. I promise you they're in here. Meanwhile, they doing it for poverty, but they cutting people's jobs. They cutting people's jobs. Come on now. I bet you they get their job cut and they paying 7,500 for a ticket. It's insane. So now I say all of that to say again, just to get back to on task here. The market is trading absolutely flat in terms of the open. right? Since we opened, we haven't even moved even a dollar. It's been like from 32 to 33. You said, why am I placing it back 2 days? I'm actually, if you look at it, it's the current thing. You see, we're on today. It just works like that. I guess we could go a little lighter. You know what I'm saying? We could squeeze it. We could truncate it a little bit, but it don't really matter. Not in this instance. Nvidia is dropping fast. We could truncate it, but let's give it some time. AMC is looking strong. But you know we gotta have fun over here. Gotta keep the lives lively. And yo, I want to say this too, right? A lot of people, when they want to get started on, let's call it like, let's call it doing. Let's redo this, right? Let's redo this. We could be even more. And if you want to do this at home, this is what I encourage you to do. Do this at home when you see me do it. I'm on the 5 minute. When I did it with the 30 minute, I kind of gave it like more of a. If it would have passed those lines, it would have been a really, really solid like break of a trend. But when you really look at the peak, it's really over here, right? Like we're looking at peaks. None of this. This is a downtrend. This is a downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. There's no highs here, right? There's no highs here. The low is here. When you look to the left, you're looking for a high. I guess now somewhat, if we zoom in, so because we waited, this is a high and this is a low, right? So our gamble zone is a little small, but that's cool. That's cool. Oh, I'm not showing the chart. My bad. I got you. Yo, somebody said I was doing that for like the last like two lives. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I know I got you, family. Come on now. Yo, Ray. You know Ray be bugging me. So here we go. All right. Not Shanae. So you can't see the screen. I got you. So look, we here. And now the gamble zone is even smaller. And I'm going to open it up a little bit. This one's kind of weak though. Like when you really look at it, even a breakout is such a crazy downtrend down here that it's hard to trust. But we're here and we're in the zone. We got our buyers down low and our sellers is up high. There was something that I was trying to tell you. I felt like it was very important, but I lost it. Should have wrote it down. So, check me out. If you find yourself not being profitable in your trades and you just keep just getting smoked every single trade that you do, right? I really want you to try to stick to some discipline. Actually, I don't even want you to try. I need you to stick to some discipline. It's not even a try thing. I want you to stick to your disciplines. I want you to say, hey, I'm only trading a specific strategy. I'm only going to trade when I see it make sense on the chart. If I don't see it making sense, I won't try it and I won't do it. Because again, it's so possible to be a profitable trader, but oftentimes we get in our own way. You can't win them all. You won't win them all. It's impossible to win them all. We already know the elite is having a conference. We already know they doing whatever they want to do. We can't control that. What we can control is when we jump out of a play. Most times. Sometimes things happen. I got these backwards. Sometimes things happen. But 9 out of the 10 times when you lose a lot of money at once, it's because you held on and you shouldn't have. It's way better. And again, when you find yourself doing jumping out of plays too early, that's how it goes sometimes. That means you're doing it right. I know it sounds crazy, but when you're jumping out of plays too early, you are telling me directly that you are not emotionally attached to any trade. You say, hey, boom, I got profit, I'm jumping out of that. And then you see it keep running up. Guess what? That same mindset is going to protect you from the downside. For when something's going down and you expect it to come back up, sometimes you'll get lucky and it will. But most times you won't get lucky and you'll lose your money. My dog said he put it at 35 and 32. Now you could be straight with that. I just redid it. To make it smaller. You see, you've been getting out early too many times. Again, that's a part of the game. So look, now that we're getting to the lows down here, the RSI is, and you can see it again. Can you see my RSI? You should be able to. Yeah, right here. Let me see. Right here, it's at like 32. Let me even try to fix this, right? Because my screen ain't really how I want it to be. Let me see if I could pull. No, that ain't working. Let me see. There we go. A little bit better. Right, cool. Let me move myself over here. All right. Cool. So let me lock this, leave it alone. So you can see I'm on the SPY now. Right? You can see my 5-minute time frame on the bottom of my screen right here. You should be able to see it. Yeah, here we go. Right here. 5-minute time frame. All right, we're closing under. I'm going to go and look at the 430 strike on a put. Not that I'm going to get in it, right? We're getting very close to a psychological level of support, meaning that's where a lot of bounces happen. So when you do that, you got to be like a sniper. You got to be in and out of these. All right, let's open up our EMAs as well so we can see them. Yo, man, look at that. This is just a freaking bloodbath. All of them just crossing down. But again, let's be very clear here. You said explain the percentages under quotes at the top. There's a lot of percentages on my screen. If you're talking about this here, this is the dollar amount and the percent that is down under the quotes at the top. That's why I imagine you talking about, family. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you. But let's focus on the task at hand. So I'm gonna go look. I do anticipate that there's gonna be around the 430 or so, a level of support. Again, psychological level of support, like around here. Sometimes it won't be exact. We always put it as a line, but you got to think of it more of a zone. Like, for example, this is why I tell you to wait when I say, hey, do we see a confirmation totally below the line, right? Like this. Did we see a confirmation totally below the line? Like I tell you, the technicals work 70% of the time. Why only 70? Because there's manipulation in there too. And there's human error. Like there are people, not even human error, there's human action where people are going and selling more. Like those people at that conference, they're like, yeah, call up Joe. Listen, Joe, I know we said all that about Ray Ray, but man, F Ray Ray. Make his account go to zero because we need to get paid, right? And then they just sell all of their stocks and then it'll crash down. But when you wait for confirmation, you win more than you lose. So, okay, I'm looking at options. I'm looking at the puts now. But again, if I got into a put, it would have to be quick. It would have to be in and out because the RSI is like 30. It would, and also we're near a psychological level of support, which is down here. So there's still an ability to fall, but it's not the craziest. It's not super crazy. So, okay, I'm going to the options and I'm looking at the date today. For puts, I'm looking at the 430. I'm looking at the 430. Put expiration October 17th. I didn't buy it yet. This is what I'm looking at. It costs $42 right now. My dog said, am I looking at 0 day right now? Yes. I'm looking at the 0 day to expire. It costs 47. All right, she's pushing. She's pushing. However, the RSI is low. I keep telling y'all this. Look at this right here. Boom. RSI is really, really low. That means when you see something like that, it's oversold, meaning a bounce. Even if it's not a long bounce, a bounce is coming according to the technicals, right? You trade with the chart, not with your heart. Anything can happen. Always, anything can happen. But the RSI is telling you this spring loaded for a bounce. Have you invested in other foundation stocks recently other than VTI? So VOO. I've also put in some Nvidia, some Amazon, like the big tech. Big tech stocks. So all right, yeah, I'm focused, I'm watching. Now, again, on today, the market wants to naturally come down, right? It wants to naturally just come down. But again, on the technical side, the RSI is just, it has to take a break before it can continue down easily. So I'm still looking at this 430 put. It currently costs $44. It was 41 when I first opened it. And what am I talking about? You see two colors on there if you're looking at it. You see a green, that's 42, and you see a red, and that's currently 43. I'm looking at the ask and I'm looking at the bid. The green bid, this is what everybody's trying to buy it for right now. But then the red ask, this is what everybody's trying to sell it for. So it could be confusing, but if you want to buy it, you got to buy it at the red price if you want to get in at any particular time. You hit this called slap the ask. Okay, so now she's pumping up again. But like I said, listen, I was talking to my dog yesterday, and he was telling me, he was like, man, listen, he was like, yo, I tried the gamble zone method, man, and it really helped me make some money, and he really saved me from losing a lot of money. And I wanted to just say, wow, I can't believe that it really worked. And I'm sitting here like, I knew it worked, right? I do it in front of people. I knew that it would help you. You just had to put in the time to figure that it could work. And I think of it like this. It's like a diet, and I told y'all this in the past. Diets work. It don't matter if it's this diet or that diet or this diet. It work if you stick to it. That's how it really works. You can't half do it. You got to really do it. So, like we said, a little bit of a breather. We never got a full confirmation. This one is trying to be the confirmation, but we never got a full confirmation below the gamble zone, which is a candle that lives totally below it. And sometimes what will happen is you'll miss out on an entry because of that, right? And it'll just tank. It's just a part of the game. But it is what it is. It never fully fell. And if you know these things, that's why I was saying, like, I know it works. It's not like being cocky or nothing. It's more so of just having a discipline, having somebody to show you that you could do it if you just follow a system. And when you see that it just didn't break, you thought you should just jump into puts. But now you're thinking, man, I shouldn't have jumped in when I wanted to jump in. Maybe now, but I shouldn't have jumped in when I wanted to. Yeah, it's because you're using the charts. I'm almost training you to really make sure that you're paying attention to the charts. And I be trying to beat this in the Ray head sometimes. Ray telling me he losing 80% on options. I'm like, how, bro? How? When you know that it didn't confirm down. The whole chart is speaking to you. I just want you to be able to listen. The charts is speaking to you, family. Always. They always speaking to you. If you took the gamble zone class, technical 4, then you know it didn't confirm yet. That means that you don't want to necessarily jump in. I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you how I'm working it. Because you would have got into a put right here, got smoked. Meanwhile, there are better opportunities to get into a put that look like they're coming. So the SPY again, taking a breather, like we said, that RSI right here, 35, it got to 29. Once that cools down, we'll see. You said Lilly is printing, but the volume is low. Yeah, it's because the stock price is so high, and that's to be such a big company. They're honestly lesser known of a big company. Is it trading under the 13? It is, and to be honest, that's very likely to be a level of resistance because it's in the seller zone. It's in the seller zone up here. So there are two technical levels of resistance. Yep, morning family. Yo, Chiff, you just rolling in, right? Good morning. I wanted to just ask you, were you going to any conferences in New York recently? You going to any conferences in New York? You just rolled in, so I just wanted to just ask if you were. Nothing crazy, right? Just there's a conference going on in New York. I just wanted to know if you was going there or not. My dog said, the times I've taken an L when I didn't use a gamble zone. Yeah, me too. Me too, family. Me too. The SPY volume is low. Let's take a look at that together to see if that makes sense, right? So, Rodney, great point. I'm glad you brought that up. Let's look it up together. So, at the very top of my screen, right here, you see this? This is volume, VOL. So now what I'm going to do, you can see this up, down, right, up, down line. I'm going to hover over this candle right here. And you can see the volume changes to just under a million. I go to a candle previous, and before that, it was 1.2 million. Before that, it was 1.2 million again. Before that, 1 million. So it's kind of flat. The volume is kind of flat, 1.6. Oh, we got 1.6 again, 3 million when it opened. The open one always going to be like absolutely huge. But yeah, the volume it's flat-ish, right? It's good. It's pretty good. It's decent. It's decent. It's not crazy. It's staying over a million. For the SPY, that's decent. For other stocks, that would be insane. So, Keen, thanks for the knowledge you've been dropping. You've been trying to stay disciplined, not trading too much, and adopting the principles. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. He said it's an honor to be a part of the fam. Appreciate you, big dog. For real. Yeah, I'm telling you. He said KJ University is in session. That's right. To thank you for your way of teaching. Listen, family, because there's money to be made, right? And there's errors to be made that you could avoid. The common ones, right? You could avoid a lot of these common errors. And sometimes, again, what hurts is when you miss your entry. But it's a part of the game. He said, yes, sir. Yep. So we the gift. That's right. That's right. To be honest, it's really truly a gift to have two things. The first thing is the knowledge, and then the second thing is the application of that knowledge, and that's your gift. When you think about whatever job or whatever way you making money or whatever hustle you have, there are people who have the same cards that you were dealt that they just didn't play the cards the way you playing them, family. They just didn't. So then it's your gift. It's your gift, and you gotta. To be honest, it's your duty to help other people. Like I know we laugh and joke and whatever about Ray Ray, but to be honest, at the end of the day, Ray Ray is being taken advantage of, and I'm using Ray Ray as a placeholder for people who have been brainwashed, for lack of better terminology. People who have been brainwashed, people who have been just manipulated and thinking that other people are going to help them to believe that these causes are for poverty or these causes are for for helping people who got cancer and all of this stuff. A lot of that stuff ain't true. A lot of that stuff ain't true. But they get manipulated into believing it because it's the same people that are holding them down that are throwing them crumbs, throwing them breadcrumbs. So we really gotta, we laugh and we joke, but at the end of the day, we gotta pull each other up. Cause I tell you this, the people at that conference, they see Ray Ray just like they see us. We all the same. I don't care if you white, black. I don't care if you both of your legs work. I don't care if your legs don't work. I don't care if you got whatever it is. They see you all the same. You ain't part of the 1%. You wasn't born to a certain bloodline. So now they see you the same. My dog said, Keenan, when you're looking at the RSI, do you do different time frames in a 1 minute? That candle is looking crazy. Yo, let me ask you a question, because I want y'all to just let me know that you're picking up what I'm putting down. Yes or no? Everybody who's in this thing right now, I want to see, it's 1,000 of us. I want to see 1,000 comments. Did you want to get into a put, but you didn't? Because you're watching me telling you we didn't get a confirmation. Did you want to get into a put, but you didn't? Because you're on here watching me telling you we didn't get confirmation. Let me know. Because if you say yes, what you're telling me is, Keenan, you just saved me. You just saved my ASS using the gamble zone, because I was about to get killed on that play. You understand what I'm saying? Because you was really about to get smoked. We just using the charts. That's what we doing. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing here. Because let me tell you, we can see it. We can see it. We can see it. Yep. I'm seeing a lot of yeses roll in. Yo, I'm telling you. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And now we wait for a breakout towards the upside. Look at that. That's insane. I wish I had my soundboard. I wish I had my freaking soundboard. Yo, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's insane. Insane. Yep. So I wait for confirmation how you taught me. Yo, I'm telling you. And sometimes you will miss your entry. But what happens is, and people forget days like this. Shout out to y'all. I see you rolling in. Yo, here we go. Here we go. Maybe a confirmation towards the upside. But I do want to say, we have resistance, two of them. Orange and red. Orange and red. Now, I say that to say this. Resistance is coming up, but we want to see if we can stay out of this gamble zone so we can play it towards the upside. But the upside is not that high. What I want you to be able to do is to be able to see these things for yourself before they happen. Before they happen. When I set my chart up, I knew not to get in right here on this blue line at the bottom of the green before it happened, because I'm just a vessel for my app. Really, I'm just a vessel to get my money to become more money, right? If I could automate it, I would have it do it. I would have it working that way. If I could automate it, I would have it working that way. But at the same time, it is what it is. Oh my goodness. Family, the people who are just buying puts is absolutely getting crushed. I hate to see it. I hate to see it. Appreciate you, family. He said he saw it. Yo, I'm telling you. And again, the trend is your friend. That's right. So we broke past another resistance. Yep, we coming to another resistance. We just broke past one. We just broke past one. Now, this could potentially be a confirmation candle. However, I want to say this. I do hate that it's about to touch the 200 under it. Could this be a trap? That would be crazy, right? Another trap. This bear trap and then get a bull trap, that would be insane. The details do matter here. The details matter a lot. I'm glad that you say that. Yo, the family, that freaking candle was nuts. That freaking candle was absolutely insane. Would I buy at the market or limit? So I would buy a limit. If you're trying to jump in like right now and you do a market order, it might not fill because sometimes they don't let you do it when something's being volatile. Okay, we're knocking on the 200 EMA. We're knocking on that 200 EMA. That's really a bar. I was a fool till I joined your school. Shout out to Jesse. Listen, I was a fool, and that's what I wanted to say. I'm glad you mentioned that. I was a fool until I lived and I learned. I got burned so that you don't have to get burned. I got burned so you don't have to get burned. My dog said eating steak tonight. RSI is at 20. I see it at 60. But do you see this volatility? Do you see how insane this is? This is one of those news catalyst days. Yo, this is a bar right here. Everybody listen to this. I gotta recognize I'm still a fool sometimes, and I gotta recognize when I'm being a fool. Family, that's exactly why you won't be a fool forever. We all have blind spots. We're all human. We all gonna make 100 more mistakes that we never made. The key here is that you don't continuously add those mistakes into your character. Am I in any trade right now? No. I'm watching for the charts. We're under the 200 EMA, which is trash in terms of getting into calls, but we pumping. The trend is your friend. Look at that. Haha Trey said I went with put. As soon as I hit the buy, he said it went the other way. Sorry to hear that, big dog. But again, we live and we learn, right? We live and we learn. So now this is the confirmation candle. RSI is getting freaking nuts right now. We're about to hit literally the exact opposite of what was happening before. So now we're going to have a psychological level of resistance and the 200 EMA basically in the same spot. So my psychological levels, I like to make them like very a high contrast against the background so you can see it very easily. So it's not blue like the other one. This one's white. But we got the 200 EMA and we got the psychological level of 435 as resistance. However, this is a confirmation candle if it stays green. Made 23%. I love it. $23. Taking your profits and running, that's good. That's good. Nobody ever lost $1 taking profit. You know what? That's true, but it's not. That's true, but it's not. There's a guy, right? He was the co-founder of, was it Apple? Let me see. Let me just double check. Co-founder of Apple. Dang, yep. Look at this. Let me just show y'all real quick what we just watched. He didn't necessarily lose, but he kind of missed out on becoming a billionaire. So this guy right here, right? I will not even try to pronounce his name, but Wozniak. Sorry, I want to say Wozniak. I never heard it said out loud, but is Steve Wozniak a billionaire? Who is he? He's a co-founder of Apple, right? Steve Wozniak, Steve Jobs, and Ronald Wayne. It says this. He sold the majority of his equity in Apple, which resulted in him never becoming a billionaire, right? So they said he sold it for like $80K, right? That's really, oh, $800? Hold up. Apple, Steve Jobs, sold 10% stake in Apple for $800 on April 1st, 1976. So he took profit. He took profit, but he is the king of jumping out too early. He is now crowned the Ray Ray of the stock market. Yeah, he got cooked. He really got cooked. My dog Carl said, "Yep, sold the shares be worth billions. 10% Apple." Hold up, let's see if Siri is being friendly today. Hey Siri. Oh no, turn on Siri. Yeah. How are you? Hey Siri, how are you?
Hi there. I'm pretty good. Thanks.
What is the market cap of Apple?
I found this on the web.
2.7 trillion. What is 10% of 2.7 trillion?
It's 270 billion.
Whew, my heart. Why is my heart? My heart going out for you, big dog. King Ray Ray. Right here. King freaking Ray Ray sold his Apple for like $800. 10% of it. You can never tell that story. If you got kids or grandkids, just say, nah, that wasn't me. That was somebody with my same exact name. All right. Yep. So like I said, we're getting rejected here but it's not crazy rejection, but it's happening. My dog said, Waz ain't hurting. I'm hurting for him. One thing is this, right? You got to think, just because he got more money than you, that don't mean that he ain't freaking hurting about that. You know what I'm saying? It's a way different thing having 100 million versus having 100 billion. Way different. You said he needs a salute. I don't have my button today. Yeah. Yeah, they crazy, man. So yeah, we're getting rejected again at the 200, like we thought. It's a really hard resistance. We would like for this to break, right? But you got to again use the charts, not your heart. You said he got no Apple products in his house. He hear that you a vegan. You eating fruits and vegetables, apples? Nah, not in my house. Not in my house. Dang, you said bro crying, checking Apple stock every day. Listen, I would need that. I couldn't do it. So to be honest, we under resistance, but we are showing a level of strength. My dog said he hurting family because I'm hurting for him. For real. He said he won't even eat an apple. Let him. If you ever see him, right, just go there with a red apple and just take one bite out of it, and then go. Just a little red apple. My dog Charles, he said, "Come on now, dog." Would I redo the gamble zone? No, I wouldn't, because we're out of it. We're out of it towards the upside. This is the trend being your friend. This is the trend being your friend. So with that being said, I'm just watching this for now. And we're showing strength, right? But we're just under a crazy level. And it's not something that I want to do in terms of getting into a call necessarily under a level like this. It's because let's be clear. You can make money by playing it hot. But sometimes you will lose money playing it hot. So then you just wait for a great setup, like an A+ setup, versus waiting for. And let's keep it real. A lot of y'all, including myself in the past, have been taking kind of whack setups. You know what I'm saying? Like a C+ setup or a B+ setup. B+ ain't so bad. Like a D setup, and then I'm talking about grades like in school. And sometimes it works out, but then sometimes it don't. And then you're like, man, I lost all my gains. You know what I'm saying? I lost all of my gains. Look at the crying baby 1 minute. Let's do it. Oh yeah, find the support again. Okay. So yeah, she's pushing. So I'm switching to the calls. We broke past the resistance a little bit. We did get the confirmation, which was this one. So if you held the call overnight, you're getting smoked. But we pushing. RSI is 60, so it's about to get oversold. This is in my opinion, like a B setup. 2 trades, 2 wins. I love it. Pushing. Pushing. RSI is getting hot, but it's not too hot. When you start watching videos, you're skeptical about the lines. Look, just random points. But first time you drew supports and candles bounced off perfectly, and you say you was hooked. Let's get it. I'm telling you, man, just do this over time, and you'll be like, all right, I see it. I can see now what's going on here. It's important. How do you know the psychological levels? They're round numbers, divisible by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 435, 430. Round numbers, divisible by 5 on any stock. So yeah, she can push back up above the 35, but it's on a 200 EMA. It's going to struggle here.